Hey, hello, welcome back to the run across Europe. We are still in Germany, of course. A few weeks left in Germany. Going down the same river we were on yesterday. Well, not yesterday, because where I left just there in Saarburg, I ended up staying there that night and then had to take the day off yesterday because I got awfully sick. I sat down for lunch after I finished recording and just felt awful, and it just got worse and worse, so I decided to spend the night there. And then I got someone coming behind me, I gotta let past. So yeah, I felt awful and I took the day off. I just felt drained and then started getting a headache and then started getting the chills and everything. So luckily there was a campsite in that town and I just walked to it. It was only a kilometre away, but I just was completely drained. I don't know what it was. I started to get worried it was Lyme disease, because that gives you a headache and it's normally a fever, but you can get chills. I decided to start recording here as well because these cliffs and mountains are lovely, and then it looks like there's a mine or something here, but it looks really cool. I hope it's coming across as cool to use, but yeah, the views here have been stunning. But yeah, that night then I was just passing out, in and out of sleep, couldn't eat, didn't want to, and yeah, so just felt awful. So I didn't eat for the rest of the day then. Even my lunch, like I didn't have that much. Just had a yogurt, banana, some raspberries, and then I just couldn't. I had to call it, and then it just got worse and worse as the day went on. So yesterday I woke up and I didn't feel as bad, but I hadn't eaten all day, so I just had to take the day off. And then I made sure to have a good meal. Got a lot of broccoli into me and the likes. Ate them sweet potatoes. That thing's huge. And I feel a lot better today, but I'm still worried it might be Lyme disease. So yeah, I was googling it. So you do start to get a fever and stuff, and or it feels like the flu, and it can go away and then come back. So I'm hoping it was just like dehydration, because you know what I was saying the day before, how I couldn't stop going to the bathroom. So I kind of realised I'd stopped drinking water to try and make myself stop going to the bathroom as much, even though that didn't help. Yeah, I just didn't drink enough. And I think also the big sugar rush might have caused it the day after, but either way, we are good now and we're moving. So I was saying I wanted to get off this river, but I'm now out of camping gas, and the nearest decathlon is 50 kilometers from Saarburg this way to Saarlouis. So that's the plan, and we've done about 13 kilometers so far. I just had lunch, so it was another good reason to start recording. Yeah, the sun's back out. I think it's meant to be good weather for at least a week, so it's all coming around. Because I have to admit, just yesterday with the rain and the couple of days of rain, and it's just not getting a lot of miles in, I was just really starting to feel down. And I think it was because I was getting sick, you know. But there was a little part of me when I thought I had Lyme disease, a little voice in the back of my head that was like, at least we get to quit, you know what I mean? And that scared me more than getting Lyme disease. Yeah, you know what I mean? It's, you know, I was waiting for that. I thought that would come a lot sooner. I had it about 3 days in when I was still in Ireland, and the weight of the task was starting to hit me. I was in the back of my head being like, oh, if this buggy just got hit by a bus or something, like, and I didn't get injured, I was kind of hoping for that, you know. But it's been nothing since. I've actually just been enjoying the whole thing, even the long days. But yesterday was the first time I got it, or the day before, no, yesterday. Yeah. So I shaved my head completely to look for any rashes, to see if one of them ticks got me on the head. Couldn't see anything. And I had a good few videotapes of the old rear end, trying to find something, but couldn't see it in there either. So I think I'm good. They say about 20% of Lyme cases you don't get the rash, but yeah, I'm not as worried about it now, because it is about a week after I went through that spot in Luxembourg at the border, where the whole time I was talking about getting that tick. So the timeline just does line up, you know. So I was pretty worried. Some lovely views here. I was saying for the last while I was getting bored of these rivers, but nah, it's stepped up a notch today. It's been lovely. So there is a fair bit of snaking. Like, we're gonna do about 50 kilometers today for about 30 as the crow flies. But what can you do? At least it's flat. I'll make good time. And then tomorrow we're heading east, getting off this river, going over a couple of mountains. Because if I keep heading south now, I'll end up back in France. Yeah, that town, Saarburg, was really nice. You just didn't see the half of it. In that video, when I get to the top there and I take a left towards that church, if I had took a right there, that's like the centre of the town. And it was lovely. It has a waterfall in it, so there's a river running through the town, but then there's a big drop off. And yeah, it's a proper waterfall. And then it lands into I don't even know what to call it, but they have this like thing built onto the side of the wall that catches the water. So it's like a what would you call it? I don't know, but there's a channel that like just built onto the side of the wall that collects with water, and then it has a few wheels that spin, you know, like old style mills kind of, you know. Really nice. Now I don't think if I had took a right with this buggy, you just wouldn't have seen much of it. It was very crowded with tourists, and I walked through it with the buggy. but it was very slow going and you're waiting for people to get out of your way and stuff, you know. But I'd highly recommend it if you're ever in the area. Check out Saarburg. But yesterday, yeah, I was only a kilometre away. I could have walked into town, but I just felt awful. I just didn't want to do anything, you know. So I didn't go back in. I had to run through it today now, but I just went the same way I came, so I didn't see any more. Yeah, you can find camping gas in the odd hardware store, but it's real hit or miss. So instead of just going to a few and trying my luck, I know that there's the Catalan 50k down the way, so we're going there. But I also need a camping mug after losing mine, so yeah, there's a few bits and bobs I can get. Yeah, making really good time on this. And it's not too warm at all, low 20s. So I think it's near the middle of the day. What time is it? Yeah, it's 10 to 12 and you wouldn't even notice. I have to be very careful now with the head is shaved, so I get sunburned very easily. But I was rocking the shaved head for a while before this trip, so it's not like a Britney Spears moment for me where I'm shocked by the shaved head. I was thinking of doing it anyway, just because the effort of going into a haircut, getting a haircut in a foreign language. So yeah, it's all good. Yeah, we've got a good weather for next week at least, so I really need to get good mileage in. I haven't counted, but it's been embarrassingly low the last few days. So I done 0 yesterday, 20 the day before, 20 the day before that, and was it 20 before that as well? It's been shocking either way. The last thing I wanted to do was take a day off yesterday, because we are coming up to like the 10th of July, so really need to get moving. I'd like to get out of Austria by the end of the month. That'd be a tough ask, but yeah. Some amount of trees. So obviously with the cars beside it, it's not the best, but at least you're getting a nice view to the right. Yeah, Saarlouis is a reasonably big town. That's why it has a Decathlon, but also has some electronic stores. So I'm going to see if I can get some memory cards for the GoPro and some batteries, and then we'll really be rocking and rolling. I have to see the price though, because for some reason it was the same when I was in Ireland. They were like 50% cheaper when you bought them online. So I'm going to see how much more expensive they are. And if it's too much, I'm gonna get them. If it's too much, I'm gonna get them delivered to my friend Sander in the east of Germany. But if not, I'll just pick them up there. doing a full day of 50 kilometers without having to look at the phone for directions is pretty nice. It doesn't give you the break, you know. Those checking the phone every 2 seconds, it slows you down. It does give you a break, but I'm at the stage now where I don't really need it. I'll just take scheduled breaks, you know, every 6 kilometers or so. Just get a little bite, bit of water, keep moving.